Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut, usually here with Mike Kelly, but he is on vacation this week, camping with the grandkids. Hope they're having a good time. I don't know if that's something I would like to do. We'll see. I'm sure in the future I will. If you hear any noise today, I have the window open in the studio because it is so nice outside. And this is a unique July where we've only had one day over 100. And I want it to stay there. And I said I might as well enjoy it right now. All right, let's get on to the news. I'll come back to where the Dow's up a little bit. It's 44,000, so it's up $32.99. What do we have here? We have the bond market is 10-year is negative 5 basis points, which is good. We want that to go down. It's at 4.3361. We want that to keep dropping. The rates are up about 11 basis points, so it's a better day today for rates. Not as good as it was a long time ago, but it's better than it was. So let's just move on from here. All right, what do we want to talk about today? What's driving this market sentiment right now? Sentiment, right? That's what I said. Tariffs, the ongoing headlines around tariff negotiation. Everybody's tired of it. The looming deadlines, the pushed out deadlines, they're all messing with investor confidence. That's a positive thing if you're trying to make some money in the market. You want people to be unconfident so that you can make those choices. But anyway, we'll move on. So when we see trade deals, all those kind of things, that's the question. Economist Lacey Hunt's warning, there's a thing called the Kittelberg spiral. The warning of a dangerous pattern. Escalating tariffs can reduce global trade, shrink liquidity, and slow economies. Why is this important? If you go back in history in 1920 and 1930, it's a lack of global monetary leadership after Britain's decline contributed to the Great Depression. Not to say we're going to go there, but they're just saying that there's things that could happen from what's going on. She argues that the Fed is misfocused, worrying about short-term inflation, ignoring demand destruction. I'm sorry, he believes rate cuts are needed now, not later. I think I said she, but I apologize. Who knows? I don't know their pronouns at this point. One of the things there's not a lot of news today. It starts picking up tomorrow. So I wanted to kind of go over the big, beautiful bill when it comes to real estate and homeowner finances, because that's what we care about in the mortgage and the real estate industry. The tax cuts extend permanently. The 2017 tax rates stick around. The top rate is 37%, nearly double standard deduction. So $15,750 is the new standard deduction for single people and $3,150 for joint. Seniors also get additional $6,000 deduction through 2028. I assume that's 65 and older. I didn't check on that. Maybe somebody else could tell us in the comments. Mortgage interest deduction protected, now permanent, up to $750,000 in mortgage debt still qualifies for interest deductions. I don't know if you knew that, so only up to $750,000. The SALT deduction, that would be for people in California. That cap went from $10,000 to $40,000, so that might help you out there. The 1031 exchange is protected. Real estate investors rejoice as capital gains deferral like kind exchanges locked in. Low-income housing tax credits get a permanent funding bump to encourage affordable housing development. Business income deduction locked in. Real estate pros, gig workers, and small business owners can now continue to deduct 20% of qualified business income forever. Did you hear that? Real estate pros, gig workers, small business owners can still continue to deduct 20% of qualified business income forever. Trump accounts introduced. Every child born 2025 to 2028 gets a $1,000 starter account. Parents can contribute $5,000 a year tax-free. Can be used for education or first-time home buying for their down payment. One of the things we need to keep an eye on is the No Tax on Sales Act, HR 4327, which could eliminate capital gains taxes on primary residence. Keep an eye on that. That's important. That could really help in our industry, change a lot of things. It actually could change a lot more people leaving also, because if they're tired of the way it's going on here, I mean, with in and out going, we lose more people in California right now than we're getting in. I know they keep telling us something different. The bill's still in there. I'm doing some deep research on it, and I can get back to you where that bill is later on. Homeowners are holding on, but at a cost. A new survey shows that 54.5% of homeowners feel moderately to extremely financially stressed. And this is from HomeTap. Never heard of that. Key sacrifices 44% are delayed major financial goals. I can see that. 1 in 3 have reduced retirement savings and postponed debt payments. 56% scaled back vacation spending, and 52% delayed home improvements. My question really is how's this different than renters? I think a lot of them are doing the same thing. Millennials report that most stress from mortgage payments. Baby boomers feel a pinch more from maintenance and insurance. But 75% still believe in the dream out of all that. Despite the pressure, 3 out of 4 homeowners say owning a home is part of the American dream. And that sentiment is dropping with younger generations because they just don't know it yet. They probably don't think it's something that they can achieve yet. When eventually they'll see that and they'll eventually get to, because only 50% of millennials agree. Well, I don't know if everybody earlier on when I was younger in my 20s thought we could do it also. There's a major RICO case going on in Idaho about a couple places. Developers are named in a federal lawsuit alleging real estate fraud and racketeering about selling. This is their allegations. I don't know what's going on. It's just something I came across. Conspiracy to developers to sell defective homes. That's just, I don't think people really want to do that, but you never know. Concealing issues with septic systems, drainage, and construction quality. I'll keep my eye out on it and let you know how that's going. But that's pretty much it. I know it's not a lot of news today, not a lot of stuff going on. It does get better tomorrow. We have mortgage applications and a few other things coming out tomorrow. What else was that tomorrow? Let me get that so I can remember what it is. I hope everybody's having a great day. I am. It is. What is today? So it'll be that day. Let me just get this. I apologize for making you wait. And if there's any comments or questions you guys ever have or want us to go over anything, let us know. We will do that. But I really want the No Tax on Sales Act is something that we need to keep our eye out. All right. So Wednesday's mortgage applications, existing home sales. Thursday's initial jobless claims, new home sales, and Friday durable goods. So this is really, if you look at those things, it's a light week. So it'd be a perfect week to take off that with people doing. I can't. I have a bunch of people looking to buy homes. They want me to qualify them and help them out. And that's what I'm working on myself. I hope everybody else is doing the same thing. And if you need help with anything, remember, I specialize in VA loans. That is my specialty. And anyway, that's all I got for today. And we'll be back tomorrow. And Mike will be back on Friday. So only 2 more days of just the facts. All right. Make it a great day. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.